Hello and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to day 11 of Crummy's Christmas Countdown. December is flying and we're back obviously with yet another beer review. The Nutty Polar Bear jumper has come out again today. It's got quite a few comments last time, so I think people like this one. It's a bit retro, to be honest it's a bit itchy, but I'll withstand it at least just for this video. So yeah, let's get on with it. Let's find out what is behind door number 11. And there we have it, the second brewery to make 2 appearances so far in the countdown, I believe. And it wasn't going to be possible to not have Seven Brothers appear at least one more time, given the amount of brilliant support they've given this channel over the course of the last year. As always with this one, I want to be transparent and say that Seven Brothers did send me this beer, but this is their Chocolate Honeycomb Stout. Now, I tried their Honeycomb Pale Ale for the first time earlier this year, and I was blown away. Absolutely just, yeah, it was incredible. It was sweet but oh yes, just yes. However, as you well know, I'm a dark beer fan, so a chocolate honeycomb stout just sounds even better to me. So I'm really looking forward to this. No messing around then, quick look at the can. Standard, brilliant Seven Brothers artwork. I'm going to have to pull the can over to the side to get it to focus. There we go. Loads of bees on there. I mean, it's a beautiful bit of can design, isn't it? All the info on the back there. There we have it. Right, let's get into it. Fairly lively, this one. There are quite a lot of aromas at a distance, but it's mainly dark malt, to be honest. A typical Crummy pour then. It's very kind of what you'd expect for a stout, I guess. Thick, kind of very off-white, verging on kind of caramel brown head there. I mean, this one's about 4 fingers deep, but that's just my bad. I did forget to say this is a 5.5% beer, I believe. Yeah, 5.5 on the nose. So it's a good mid-strength, I'd say. But yeah, appearance-wise, maybe the absolute tiniest glimmer of light coming through the bottom of the glass there, but it really is not much at all. Other than that, it is just as black as it gets. Right then. Let's do this. Aroma time. Loads of, I say, kind of traditional sweet stout notes. Roastiness. Touch of coffee. A splash of caramel even, but you can tell. You can tell there's something else in here. Something sweeter, something maybe a touch more indulgent. I'm not getting the full honeycomb kind of crunchy style experience that you got on the flavour from the pale version, but I don't think that was especially strong on the nose either, so it smells deluxe is what I'm going to say. It smells incredible. Right then, let's get into it. Cheers, Merry Christmas. Yeah. This is much richer, much more complex than the pale counterpart. It's heaps of roastiness. It's a little bit, I don't know, it feels like a grown-up edition, if you like. It's got more nuances, more complexities, more bitterness. That pale version is a beer I absolutely love, but that's because so many people create pales that I'm not keen on. Finding one that I did like was a big deal. Now, same not true for dark beer. I love almost all dark beer. So this really does have a bit more of a mountain to climb in terms of to be impressive to me. But that said, that's really not bad at all. Lots to talk about in the flavour profile of this one. Right then, let's do this. Top to bottom taste test. So, initially, very low carbonation, A bit sweet on the front of the tongue, as you would probably imagine. That instantly flicks on its head into a good swathe of kind of traditional stout bitterness. It's not overly flavoured in that second stage. There's a bit of coffee, there's a bit of roastiness, but it's low down. It's mainly about the bitterness as it flows to the back of the tongue. There's not really a flavour crash on this. The swallow's quite mellow, bit of vanilla, bit of chocolate maybe. Real just core stout features, if you like. And then after you've swallowed it, there's a load of things rippling up. It feels a bit like chocolate cake, kind of sweet, caramel, fudgy. I think the honeycomb, whilst definitely there, is merging with all of those other stout elements to produce their own things. Just think about it for a minute. So the honeycomb and coffee, well, that's leading into kind of sweet latte territory, which you definitely got nods of. Honeycomb and chocolate, well, you end up being kind of rich, sweet dessert base, which is absolutely huge nods to that. And then there's an aftertaste to this that really, I'm struggling to pinpoint exact flavours. It's honeycomb and lots of other things, but it's leading to a sensation that's like what I can only describe as real general confectionery. Super sweet, super luxe, just... It's not one flavour in particular, it's a bag of loads of just decadent sweet treats. But the bitterness never dies until the end, which means that whilst being a really potentially very sweet beer, it actually doesn't feel like it, because the bitterness in this is so much more ramped up than it is in the pale version that it really keeps it on a level. It's not overly bitter by any means. In fact, it's not what I would call a bitter beer, but it's just bitter enough to keep that sweetness in check. So yeah, big thumbs up, big thumbs up. Right then, let's take a look at the can. As we know by now, Seven Brothers put loads of great info on their can, so let's see what this one has to say. It says Seven Brothers Chocolate Honeycomb Stout, and it is 5.5%, 2.42 UK units in this can. It's a 440ml can. It says, welcome to the dark side. We've taken our most popular beer, bumped up the ABV, and chucked in a bunch of dark malts into the mix. Truly a crunchy in a can. I think the other one tasted more like a crunchy, because I think the darkness of this, it's too rich, too decadent, too proper almost for, well, crunchy. I like them, but it's not the height of luxury, if you like, in the chocolate sphere. This feels more luxe than a crunchy chocolate bar does, for sure. As always on their cans it says Seven Brothers Brewing Beer, ? That's right, each of us look at things a little differently, but one thing we can all agree on is brewing great tasting beer, sevenbrothers.com, and that is Seven Brothers, where the T is actually a 7. Allergens, malted barley, wheat, gluten, normal drink aware stuff, it's vegan friendly, their address in Salford, Manchester, and I think that is about it, except for on the front of the can, as you may have noticed before, it says dark, smooth and sweet. One thing about Seven Brothers, they always put a little kind of trifecta of descriptions, just 3 single words to let you know which way this beer is going. Dark, smooth and sweet. Absolutely nails it, has to be said. That is an excellent beer. I'm really happy with that one, and I think they sent me 2, so I'm even more gracious for that, because I'll get to enjoy another one of these at some time over the Christmas period. And it's great. It's fantastic. It is definitely, as of the time of drinking it, less honeycomb forward than the pale was, but I just think there's so much more to it that maybe gets mixed in. Because this feels like consuming a blend of various different, arguably festive menu items from a coffee shop, a bakery, you know, all those nice sweet treats. They're all in there. They're all in that glass. No complaints whatsoever, and that really is all I have to say about it. So as always, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like it. If you haven't already, subscribe if you will be so kind, and I'll catch you tomorrow for day 12, the halfway point. Cheers.